two of us, Lillian?
No, it looks like we've got quite a few here. I don't know if you can see everybody or not.
Nope.
Oh, okay. No, we've got
You got 12.
at least, yeah. So we've got American River, we've got, this is just off the top of my head. So we have American River here, we have Bachelor Valley, we've got Rainbow Valley, and which is down south. We've got Palisadro, Vaca Valley's here, and more. So there's quite the crew.
Greenhorn.
And Greenhorn's here. So we have quite a few. I'm glad to see everybody.
Scott Valley's here too.
Bakersfield's here.
Hey there, how are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, so we've got quite a few. Good group. And we have a few people that don't have a picture or microphone, but they can hear and they're on the chat. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat and I'll monitor that too.
Where's the volume on this thing?
On the top, two buttons towards the left-hand side. One closest to the side, which should put it up volume, and the one next to that is gonna be a down volume. Why? Is it too loud? Too short?
No, it's off completely. I don't hear anything.
Oh. Can't hear me at all. Okay.
Muted, unless they've got it muted.
Nope, I don't have you.
And I still don't see where the volume is.
Two little silver buttons right on top of the damn thing. Not that hard. The top is only so wide.
Yeah, I see that. I don't see anything that says volume.
Say volume, there'll be a little white line coming up at the top. If it's all the way white,
Stop the ozone carrier after the symptoms of liver problems, like eating no time, increased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellow in the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use the ozone if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take Cipro-D to avoid. Treat leaky. Ask your doctor about the ozone.
It's nice to see everybody. So many of you know that I have a special needs daughter. So if I have to step away and be mom, I apologize, but that's how life goes. But tonight we're going to talk about the range secretary's job and the pieces and parts. And we're going to concentrate on one area for tonight, and we'll go where we need to. We've got a couple of more planned. And I just want everybody to, some of you may have been secretaries for a long time, some may have not, other organizations, but I just wanted to get kind of everybody back on the same level, the same playing field. Make sure you know where the resources are, and make sure you have information. This is also, this is my last term as state secretary. I will be stepping out in October. And I'll be available for
No.
mentoring and helping and all that, but it is time for me to move aside. And to get a little further into this, I'm going to explain some new things that are going to be coming through in the next year. It's hopefully going to make your job a lot easier. So, but let's talk about quarterly reports and membership, and that's what tonight's main subject is about. I know we're going to get into other areas and questions and all that, and I'm happy to go there. So I was naming off some of the Granges that we have here tonight. We have quite a few, and I'm really happy to see everyone. There's a lot of different experiences here, so we want to use everybody's experience. I also want to respect everyone's experience. And the quarterly reports is, I'm going to ask everybody to mute for right now, just because there's background. I hope it's not Kaylin's television that's causing it, but I've got it down as low as possible for her. So, but the Grange Secretary's job is essentially to coordinate the records, the membership, work with the treasurer on the finances, and keep track of what's, the old business, the new business, and take the minutes and all that. In the Grange, because we have the quarterly reports, we have the membership, there are some Granges that actually split that apart, and they have a membership secretary. My communication is always with the elected secretary. So if the Grange chooses to split the job into different pieces, then I'm still only talking to the main secretary. But you can have a recording secretary who takes minutes. You can have the membership secretary who handles the membership lists and the ins and outs. And you can have somebody who works with the treasurer. So you can split your job apart. You don't have to do the whole thing all the time. But understanding the quarterly report system and how it works and why we need it and what the different resources are for you to use is a very big piece of what we do. In California, we ask for the personal information that we ask for on a member is on the application. And it includes a date of birth. Any youth that you have, we require the date of birth. If they are under the age of 18, we require a date of birth. And that's for two reasons. One, we keep very good track of where our minor children are. And if they are involved in any of the contests, and that's in fair or in speech, in anything else, they have to be eligible. We receive phone calls all the time from the fairs. These are the exhibitors. Are they eligible? And if they are not, we have to tell them we don't have them on our list, or we can't verify their age, we don't have it. So it is required that you send us that. So when they're filling out the application, that's information that we have to have. Confidentiality. The California State Grange does not sell or release the list of any of our members. Some of you may have received a mailing from American Income Life. All of that labeling is done in-house in the state office. We don't give them the labels. We also do not mail that out to anyone under the age of 18. So that's another reason why we need to make sure we have the birth. We don't want to be contacting minor children without the parents' permission. So we're very careful about that. Nothing is released. A lot of you also have done the live scan fingerprinting for the background checks. Our bylaws in California say that anyone who works with any minor child has to, in the Grange, has to have their background done, and that includes the live scan fingerprint. The live scan fingerprint information is kept in the DOJ mailbox. It's a secure mailbox that you have to set up with the Department of Justice. And only the custodian of records for the state Grange, which is me, has access to that information. We do not keep any of the social security numbers, driver's license numbers, or anything in the Grange files at the state Grange office. All of that is housed on that one server that's through the Department of Justice. And if any of you have worked with Department of Justice, you know that there's layer upon layer upon layer of security for that information. So that's just kind of laying the ground rules of what we do and how we do it at the state Grange office. And these are all in our policies and procedures. So when we ask you to have an application completed, that personal identifying information is kept in our state Grange database and in the scanned files that we have for all the Granges. So I'm going to share my screen here. And I'm going to bring up the State Grange website, which is where
Okay,
this information is. Can you see is the screen seeable? Can everybody see it?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me get everybody so I can see you, because so I'm working on dual screens. But if any of you have questions, I want to make sure I stop and answer them. So on the State Grange website, there is a portal right here. And you can go into this portal and it takes you to the resources. This is where the documents are. Membership applications, if you need to download those, publications, handbooks. And we're going to be working mostly in the quarterly reports and the online forms tonight. So the quarterly reports, there's the instructions. This gives you the due dates when they close, and then everybody's when everything is due. Is that large enough for you to read?
Yes.
Okay.
Closes.
And so there are also PDFs of all the different reports. You can also come down here to the online forms. And the online form looks like this. And some of you have been using these.
Okay.
And as you fill them out, you'll see where these are, this asterisk means that it's required. So I'm hearing beeps, and I just want to make sure I'm not missing a question or anything. So what you do is you enter your Grange name and number, the reporting year. So we're just going to do this as a test. And this is 2026. And we're going to be doing the second quarter. I've gotten some complaints because it puts a comma in here. It's just formatting. Don't worry about it. And so our secretary is going to be Minnie Mouse. I'm going to use my email on this because I want you to see the confirmation that's supposed to come back. Have any of you been using this form at all? John Michael does, Ellen does,
Okay.
and I think there's a few others that have.
I use it. It's Don Blackwell.
Yeah, yeah. Don,
We haven't got that far yet.
no, you haven't yet, Terry. You are brand new. This is Terry Brown. She's with Berry Creek Grange, and they were organized in April.
January.
January. So they're brand new. So if I didn't have these two with the asterisk here, if I didn't have those filled out, then the next page would not be highlighted. It would stop until you fill those out. And when you come in here, this is called part one. Part one is where you're capturing the numbers. You're not getting into the members' names yet. You're capturing the numbers. So you'll have a balance forward. Typically that comes from the acknowledgement that I've sent you from your previous quarter, and I will show you those as well. So your balance forward is, you say you have 50 members. You had
Okay.
5 people gain, and if I didn't put a 0 in here, it's not going to let me move forward. So you have to put a 0 here.
Oh.
And what this has done for you is, in here, it gives you your subtotal. So you had 50 members, you gained 5. Your new subtotal is 55. The dues are $9 a quarter, and it gives you a subtotal of the amount here.
Mhm.
Gold Sheaf members before 2001. In 2001, the National Grange made a decision that it used to be that if you attained 50 years of membership, your dues were free to the National Grange. In 2001, the delegates made a determination that any Gold Sheaf member before 2001 did not have to pay dues at all. Any that attained their Gold Sheaf after 2001, which is down here as after, then they had to pay the National Grange dues. In California, we made a decision that there are no dues for 50-year members due to California, only to national. Because California, when we set up the bylaws, we figured if a Grange member has been in for 50 years, they deserve to have their state dues waived. For the national portion of it, Granges can decide on their own if they want to go ahead and pay that for their 50-year members. Some do, some don't. But so you may not have any of them. So these are all zeros.
Okay.
And then you come in down here. So maybe maybe in this Grange, they had someone attain their 50-year membership. So, and there's no losses.
Mhm.
So again, the subtotal here, and we tried to put an explanation in here as well. So to give you some hints as you go through this. Sound a little easier to see? And then, so families. Grange families are defined as a separate membership category from the individual members up here. And I should have said this includes regular and affiliate members.
Okay.
Do you know what an affiliate member is?
Yeah. Yes.
Some do, some don't. John Michael, you do.
Yes.
Affiliate member is, so I'm a member of Chico Grange. I am an affiliate member of Rio Linda Grange. My application had to be submitted and voted on, but I don't have to be obligated again.
Okay.
But I can belong to 2 Granges, but only 2. I can't belong to 4 or 5. And so I can belong to 2 community Granges and a Pomona. So I belong to Chico, Rio Linda, and Capitol Valley Pomona. So affiliate members are included in your fraternal membership. They pay the same dues as everyone else. In-house, I keep track of which Granges they're in.
Lillian,
Yes.
I have a question on that.
Mhm.
So somebody wants to, they belong to another Grange. They belong to Quincy. And then they want to belong to our Grange too. So we're the affiliate Grange then?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, their main membership is in Quincy.
But then they want to come back to Berry Creek when their other membership is over?
Right, when their other membership is done, or they can withdraw, they can actually take a demit from that Grange.
Okay.
It's called a demit form. They can take a demit from the original Grange and they can demit into your Grange.
Okay.
The demit has to be voted on, just like anything else, but they don't have to go through the obligation again.
On their end, it has, in Quincy, it has to be voted, or our end?
On their end, they have to vote to issue the demit. On Berry Creek's side, you have to vote to accept the demit.
Got it.
And it
Yeah,
has
we
to
have a
be here
couple
in
that
both
want to
minutes.
come back, so.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, oh, this is, thank you.
Yeah, and the demit forms are also on the website.
I have a question on that note.
Yes,
Do affiliate members have voting privileges in their affiliate Grange?
yes,
Okay.
they can vote in both Granges.
Alrighty,
There's-
cool.
there's
Didn't
a-
know that.
There's affiliate,
my-
and there's associate. So
Yeah.
we haven't gotten to associate yet, but affiliate members can vote in both Granges. They can have office, they can hold office in both Granges, but they cannot be president of both Granges at the same time.
Okay, thank you. That's a big difference from my other organization because an affiliate member cannot hold office in their affiliate club,
No, they
nor
are,
hold voting privileges. So
they
thank you for
are
clarifying.
a full member, yes. So,
Lillian,
yes,
did I understand you to say that they pay full dues in both Granges?
yes, they do.
Okay, I was under the impression associate members paid $15.
Associate is different than affiliate.
Okay,
These are the
Gotcha.
affiliate members. These are the ones who are, they vote in the Granges.
okay, thank you.
Okay, mhm.
Lillian, I'm
Yes.
sorry. So our secretary before used associate as the business members.
That is correct. I just haven't gotten down there yet.
I'm sorry, affiliate.
Oh.
It should be associate then.
Associate, yes.
Okay,
Associate
so do
members,
we need a new application on them or?
you should be, you check associate on the application.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So any more questions? Please ask questions as we go along because
Yes, I have another question. Do the
Yeah.
affiliate members, when they join their second Grange, pay an application fee again?
yes, they do.
Okay. And it's the same as just the regular $2.50? $2.50?
Your application should be $5. $2.50 stays with your Grange and $2.50 goes to the state Grange.
I voted not to add anything extra to it. Unfortunately, I got outvoted on that last year. So we just do the bare minimum on that.
We may need to check the bylaws because I think not your bylaws, but I believe the bylaws say $5. Let's talk offline about that, John Michael. I will check.
Because
into
Joe
it.
approved them. Joe
Okay.
approved the bylaws last
Okay,
year.
then I'm not gonna argue with you. He is the sole authority on bylaw questions. So, okay. Keeping a to-do
Lillian?
list as we go along too.
Hi, Lillian.
Hi there, how are you?
Good. Hey, can you clarify Pomona Granges? Pomona, I mean, I can't wrap my head around the term.
Okay, the Pomona Grange is essentially an area group that wants to come together and network and become it used to be done specifically by county, but Capital Valley Pomona, it's Yuba, Sutter, Sacramento, Yolo, Solano, and your Granges come together and essentially it's a networking portion of the Grange. And they can get together to help support each other with projects, with information, and it has its own set of bylaws, its own officers, its own opening ceremony, and it has its own degree. But the Pomona, again, is more, today, it's more of a networking area. So Capital Valley Pomona organized And what we talked about is we all need help at different events. All of our own volunteers are doing the event and there's nobody to do the marketing and talking to people. So the other Pomona members are manning the table, information table for that Grange. And if somebody's coming up short on help, they'll ask the other Pomona members to come and help them. Projects can be done as a Pomona, projects can be done as the separate Granges. And the other, Pomona Granges can also do resolutions. They can submit those from the Pomona Grange. So it's essentially, it's the next level. So you can think of it as county or area Grange that you do, but you have to be a member of your own community Grange before you can be a member of the Pomona Grange. Does that help a little bit, Joe?
It does. So from the bottom, it's community, Pomona, state, and federal. I mean,
National, yes.
National. Yeah. Thank you.
I know people think of it as federal, but it's not.
I wrote a question in the chat, but I think that I'm going to just quickly try before I have to mute. Is there a way to look up old quarterly reports?
I do have old quarterly reports, and I'm happy to provide copies of those to you if you don't have them.
Okay, so we can't go online and look for them, but you have them. Okay, thank you.
Not yet. That's the future.
Okay.
Truly and seriously, that is the future. But
Thank
right
you.
now, they are not online. Please contact me and let me know what you need, and I will make sure I get them to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Somehow, when I'm in oh, there's the window. Sorry, folks. When I'm in the share, I don't almost get to see the chat. I apologize. So, all right. So we went through Gold Chief, before and after. Family. Families are misinterpreted quite often as to, it's being misinterpreted. National Grange is very specific about the interpretation of a family, and it is more than two in a household. So it could be mom and dad and one teenager, or 4 or 5. It could be mom who has 2 teenagers, but it has to be at least 3. I don't agree with National Grange's definition of a family. I've submitted resolutions a couple of times to get it changed, because I'm sorry, when you're married to somebody for 40 years, you're a family. Just the way it is. But the delegates have not changed that. So a family is when you have at least 3 in the household. So when my husband was alive, Bill, myself, and Kaylin, our special needs daughter, were considered a family because she is our dependent. Families only go up to age 23 for national. Then they become their own individual member. So, John Michael, go ahead.
I'll have to have a separate meeting with you then, because in my Grange, we have a family unit that's just a mother and teenage son, and it was accepted last year.
Okay, I record them as a family. They're paying the dues the same way. I keep the minor children together in the family groups in our database in California. The dues structure is where it's different. So the dues, so if you have, say, mom and 2 teenagers, they're still only paying for 2 memberships, not 3. Where you have the mom and the minor son, they're still paying for 2 memberships.
Yeah.
It's the way that National Grange counts it. So when my husband was the person who programmed our state Grange database, and when he programmed it, he did it so that we could actually put the family units together, and the minor children under 14, because they're another classification, they're counted as junior 1+. They're not counted in the total number of family members. So he programmed all of that out of it. So we're very fortunate that way. So it's already done on the back end. On the front end, when you're submitting the applications and such, if everybody's submitting a family application, I'm going to take care of it on my side. I'm giving you the technical definitions.
Okay.
Okay. In hopes.
So we're
that
good on
national-
our ends. We're good on our ends then.
You're good on your end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lillian,
Uh-huh.
we have a family. It's a mom, a dad,
You
a
like it?
teenager, and the rest of them are like younger. So is that still a family?
Yes.
Yes. That is still a family.
Okay.
And so the way it's counted is, the way it's counted is the ones over 14 are counted as family members. The ones under 14 are counted as junior 1+ members.
Under 13 is junior 1.
Yes.
And
And over 13
14 is
a regular member. They're counted as family members. So when you look at the section of the quarterly report, you'll see the number of families. So you have the balanced forward of families. So say you have 10 families and you haven't gained any or lost any this time. So there's 10. So the dues that you're collecting.
I'm sorry, I can't hear because people are talking and they're not muted.
Okay, let's mute everybody. I didn't have everybody muted here.
I don't know. I only have to do my sexual harassment and all that other bullshit every 2 years.
Hey, Jessica, your audio is on. We can hear your husband talking.
I think I got everybody.
It's muted.
Okay.
I have a question, Lillian.
Yes, Ellen.
So I'm a little confused when you say that under 14 is junior 1+ and not counted as a family member. What about a couple that has a baby? Is that a family?
No, the minimum age is 5 years old.
Okay. So if a couple with a child under 5 years of age is still, they would still go under fraternal, 2 fraternals.
Yes, correct.
And the baby would not be appear at all anywhere.
No, not until they're 5.
Okay, thank you.
That was.
So.
Take out the garbage.
All right, you took out the garbage. Thank you, Alexa. Anyway,
Take out the garbage.
so on the families, you're counting the number of families that you have, and that's where the quarterly dues are. But then you're counting the family members. So out of those 10 families, you might have 40 family members. And again, no gains, no losses. Then you come down to the junior 1+ and say you have 15 junior 1+, and again, there's no gains or no losses this quarter. As you can see here, there's 15, but there's no dues for the junior 1+ members. And on the family members, you're only paying for, you might have 40 members, but you're only paying for 10 families. So we are the most economical level of dues for most families in any of the youth organizations right now. So, because a lot of them have gotten very expensive.
Okay, Lillian.
Yes.
We have 3 families,
Mhm.
and all 3 of the families, their children are under 14.
Okay.
So I can't count them as families.
Okay, you can. What I'm telling you is the definition that National gives.
Okay.
I am very flexible with this because I'm still in hopes that National will, I'm hoping to submit a resolution this year to get National to fix it so that a couple would be a family. We're supposed to be a family organization. That's my argument. Any of you in your own ranges, you can write a resolution to fix this too. So it's not just me. If
I
you're
have another
familiar-
question on that then.
Yes, John Michael.
One of our families has a 4-year-old in it. And so they turned 5 in December. Is that something that should have been caught when they joined?
No, it's fine.
Okay, because he's listed in our membership as a part of a family
Okay,
unit.
that's fine. And he's right now, so he's 4.5 right now.
Yeah, he'll be 5 in December, which will be their first complete year as a member.
Okay, that's
Their
fine.
whole family.
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. So for the California State Grange, even if all of the kids are under the age of 14, list them as a family. This is where the dates of birth are really, really important. I put them in as a family unit because all that information should stay together. And all of you know, we have blended families. There's different last names. I want the kids to show with the parents that they're supposed to be with. So I put them in as a family group. Our program separates out who is under 14 and puts them into the junior 1+ group. So go ahead and send me those applications. Everybody on one application as a family. I'll take care of it in-house. So, but I need to tell you what the definitions are, and then we're just going to use some common sense. Does that make sense? Okay.
One more point of clarification, Lillian, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So family members and Junior +1 members are mutually exclusive categories. So in other words, if they're under 14, they're not going to be included in the family members number. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
That
Okay,
is
thank you.
correct. Mhm. So if you have that situation where you have, say, mom, and she has 3 littles, then mom's going to show up as a family member, and the 3 littles are going to be showing up as junior 1+.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. So
Lillian.
the only ones in family members are between the ages of 14 and 23.
Yes. The children,
Okay,
14 to 23,
children.
plus whoever the head of household is. If the head of household is, mom and mom, mom and dad, dad and dad, however the family dynamic is, they're also going to be part of those family members.
Thank you.
Lillian, so it's not just the people who live in the house are a family. So meaning that like the mom and the dad and the daughter who has 18 kids, and do you know where I'm going with that?
Right, it's the dependents.
Okay.
They have to be a dependent.
Okay.
So my daughter is an adult developmentally disabled.
Correct.
Person. She is a dependent. So she's
Right.
well over the age of 23 now. But anyway, so she would still be part of the family unit. But otherwise,
We have
they
one
to
like
be
that
dependent.
we did, so that was good. But we just have a family who, like, the family, it's the mom and the dad, or the dad and the stepmom, and then they want to put the daughter and her kids and her husband because no.
No, dependent. They have to be a dependent.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, I have to fix this. Yeah, I have to fix that. Okay, so then the junior 1+ members are those who are under the age of 14. And the reason it's called 1+, Junior Grange used to require you had to have 13 kids to charter a Junior Grange. In California, a charter is very specific, and they become a corporation, and you can't do that when they're under the age of 18. And there's tax reporting and everything else in California. So California no longer charters Junior Granges. all of them are junior 1+ members. This was instituted by National, so because there were kids in Granges, they never had enough for 13 for junior Grange. And so they couldn't participate in contests and all that. And so National said, let's create a separate category for like an independent study. And so there's now quite a number of junior 1+ members. California, when we first reorganized, one of our claims to fame was we had more junior 1+ members than Gold Chief. So, and we have over 700 junior 1+ members right now. So we have a lot.
And they need a parent also?
They should have a parent. The parent has to sign the application.
Okay, but the parent doesn't have to be a member.
Doesn't have to, but it's best practice is that they are a member. Nancy, did you have a question? Okay. Susie, do you have a question? You need to unmute. Susie, if you push the space bar, you should be able to talk. I can read lips, but I can't hear you.
I'll ask, is there a fee for the junior one?
There is an application fee, but there's no dues. And as I see this here, I have to change this sentence right here because that's not accurate.
Okay.
But this is why it's really important that we have the ages for the dates of birth for the minor children. Really, really important. Associate members, we talked about this a little bit. Associate members are not voting members of the Grange. In fact, if you have not taken your obligation, you are not a voting member of the Grange. You're not a member. You have to take the obligation. Associate members do not have to take the obligation. They are, they cannot vote. This could be a business. One of the Granges has Friends of the Library. So, Anna, did you have a question? No? Okay. Must be my eyes tonight. I'm catching these hands. Anyway, so associate members, they can be businesses, they can be another organization. A couple of them have Friends of the Library, have, become, they want to support the Grange in certain ways by being an associate member. And so in your bylaws, you can set the associate membership dues at whatever you would like. Some have $100 and $150 for associate members because usually it's a business. But the dues to state and national are still only $9 per quarter. So then you come down to the summary here, and it gives you the summary for your fraternal dues, Golden Chief, families. Family members is always going to be 0. Junior 1+ will be 0. Associates, oh, let's say you have 10 associates and you gained 5 and you lost 2. And it does the math for you right here. So you don't have to do that part. So now it tells you that your first section is $797 in dues. You go to your next page, and these are the application fees. So you had 5 fraternal gains. You didn't have any families. You had 5 associates, and you didn't have any junior 1+. And so the application fees total out to $37.50. And on your next page, this is the summary. So you can see what you have here. and it comes down to $834.50. Your next page is the certification. And so my name, actually, it's not my name, it's Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse says this, and then this is your membership number. The reason that we ask for a membership number is because it's online, because people can find it, they can go in and just start entering all sorts of information. And if they don't have the right membership number, and if you don't know this, the secret is you can use your Grange number. So if you don't know your personal membership number, you can use your Grange number. But either way, I can look it up. So if I suddenly, and I have gotten weird entries.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just.
Lillian, this is Don Blackwell. I have a question.
Yes, Don.
Why is this portal not password protected? I was shocked when I went in and it's not password protected. I think that's not a good thing.
I will agree with you. And that is in process.
Yeah, because you shouldn't have things like this, you know, arriving on your desk that from who knows where. So anyway,
yeah,
just my 2 cents.
I agree, but it is in process. In fact, I think the member portal is going to be opened up just in the next, I think in the next month, and you're going to need to have the State Grange password to get in.
Excellent. Excellent.
But again, this is why we have this here, because we know what the membership numbers are and we know what the Grange numbers are. So it limits who can put this in here. But when you see some of the names that have come in, it's like, no. Anyway.
I have a question on that note. Will it be easier when that's done for the State Grange for reporting purposes? Will it be easier to get into national? Because I know in the national database you can log into it, but I mean, I've been trying to get into it for a year, and no matter what,
there will be absolutely no link between national and California. None.
Okay. Yeah, because I've been trying to get into national for a year and a half, and no matter what I or the national people do, it won't accept anyone from our Grange to log into the member portal for national. So,
and right, it's a problem. So, our database and their database will not touch at all. Okay, and then this is where you can submit your information. So, I submit this, and it tells you to submit your checks payable. It also will let you see everything that you did. All of your entries are here.
Okay.
And you can, if you right click on it and click print, you can print.
Lillian, how do you find your membership number?
It is on it's on the membership report that I send back every month. It's also on the membership cards that, Joe, remind me which Grange you're with. I'm so sorry.
Ramona Grange, 632.
Okay. I'm in the middle of straightening out your membership, and as soon as I do, you will get your membership cards.
Okay. Yeah. We're struggling with that. And now that you've given this information, I'm like, oh, I think we've got some family members who shouldn't be family.
And you and I can work on that together.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So, but yes, it does appear on the membership card that you're supposed to get usually between January and April, and I apologize because some of them are still going out. And then it's also at the end of every quarter, I email you an acknowledgement of the report, and the membership list is there along with the member numbers. So they are available. So what you can do is you print this or you save this, and then next time when you go into those opening balances, 55 would be your beginning balance, your balance forward here. And the same thing with this, if you had any of those. And so next time going forward, you would have a balance forward of 1. So this would create your next balances. And then let's see if I got it in my Gmail. And then when that's submitted, I get an email saying that you've submitted the report. And then you should also be getting an email back with this same information. Excuse me. Guys, we just see. I just want to see if it comes through. It hasn't yet. It's working on its bits and bytes. So, but you do get an email acknowledgement. Okay. And it goes to the address that you've entered here. I had one Grange ask me what happened, and I had to go back in, and they had put their work email in instead of their regular email. So that's why they didn't get it. And some of us that have multi emails, if that's the ones that come out of our fingers, oh well.
Once you submit the report, is there no other way to edit it if you made a mistake?
If you made a mistake, there's really no way to edit here, but you can go in and submit it again and put down in the certification, you can put amended report.
Got it.
Down here.
Thank you.
And it times them as they come in. So I would see if there's an amended report.
Okay.
Okay. So this isn't the only way to do this. It's the preferred method, because what it does is it actually gives me your information also in a data table. So I know exactly when it was submitted, exactly who sent it. If it's incomplete and needs to be changed, any of that. So, but there is another way, and I'm going to show you the other way. Let me go back to sharing again. Trying to figure out. So Lara, I have your question about the Grange vests. And who are you contacting? There was a question in the chat about reached out to order Grange vests for the fair, but haven't gotten a response. And I don't know who you're contacting. So if you'll put that in the chat for me, I'll oh. Yeah, there's different places to get them. If you need the artwork, let me know. All right, let's get back on topic real quick. Let me share back into here again. So there's another way to do it, which is through the PDFs.
Oh, okay.
Here's the PDF of the report. So this is a fillable PDF. And it's Q2. And anybody tell I'm a fan of Disney? So what this one does is in here, you're going to put your balance forward. You're going to put your 50 gains, your 20 losses. Oh, not 200. No, we don't want to. No, we don't want. We don't want to list 50. And And then, you know, put your Gold Chief members, et cetera, and it does the math for you. And you can submit this one. Again, the other one is preferred, but this is an alternate method.
Oh, okay.
So you can use either one. And then out of this one, go back here. So let's talk about part 2. And that is on the online forms, part 2 is essentially the same way. You're putting in your Grange number, name, etc., and you're doing the members gained. So maybe Donald joined. And again, we're asking for the dates of birth, specifically for the kids. And then the date that they joined. You know, they joined June 1st at your first meeting. And then you go to add new member, and you can just keep adding them here. And you can add as many as you need. So down here at the bottom, we're just going to do another add member. And it tells you which number you're adding. So you've added 2, now you're going to add the 3rd. So it keeps track of those and gives you those visual cues so you don't get lost. And I don't get lost. And then if you're dropping them, so and maybe Clarabelle decided she was done and just decided to withdraw.
Oh.
And then you add another member to be dropped. So you can just keep going. And it's made, hopefully it's made to be as simple for you as possible. And then if you have changes, and they're, you know, so maybe it's Mickey and Mouse. And the old, he was at 125 Disney Way. And now he wants to be at 145 Disney Way. So you can do the changes there. And then I pick those up. If you have rosters changes, roster means the officers. It's not just a roster of members, it's the officers. And I'm actually going to change this terminology because it's confusing people. And so, and Minnie, you know, Minnie Mouse is now the, she's on the executive committee. And then if you do other, like this, maybe she's the youth fair leader. And then you can do your next change. So this is really the easiest one to use to fill this out. But again, the PDFs are there also, the PDF form. So this is the PDF form that you would use to do any of the changes. And there's something on here called privacy. If the occupation is listed on the application, anyone in law enforcement or fire services, I automatically click privacy for them because releasing their information can become a misdemeanor if it's used the wrong way. So I mark privacy. So when we go to do our the roster with everybody's contact information on it, theirs is going to be marked private. It's not going to show. We actually request that all of the Granges get a Gmail, a public-facing Gmail address, so that we're not using anybody's private information. Greenhorn Grange has greenhorngrange.com.org.
Yeah, we have greenhorngrange1918@gmail.com. And I was just finally able to get our Greenhorn, our one through the National Grange finally working. So we have both of them actively working at the moment. And since I can't access it on my phone, the national one, I have it set to forward all emails from that one to the other one. And we're going to start slowly phasing in that official looking one from national for all of our public facing stuff eventually, and go to using the one that I made for just our membership stuff, since all the members already have it saved. But that'll take probably into next year to get that all phased over.
It does. And Chico Grange has a public facing one. Several of the Granges here have public facing emails. And that's because I get phone call. Oh, Terry, go ahead.
Help me out with what is public facing email?
Public facing means that this would be the email that you would put on all of your posters, on your correspondence. And it can be sent to 3 or 4 different people if you wanted to, all at the same time. So Gmail can forward to your personal email. And the reason that we do that is because we don't want to publish anyone's private email or phone number on the website or on any information going out. We don't want to expose that. And the state Grange's privacy policy is that if Susie called me and said, I need John Michael's phone number, I can't give it to her. I have to call John Michael and say, I have to say, Susie, can I give your number to John Michael?
Yes.
I call John Michael, and then can I give, Susie Laskowski wants to talk to you. Here's her phone number. She gave me permission.
So we've not had that issue anymore since you were here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The fact that my cell phone and our hall presidents are shared on our website is a bad thing, even though we both
That's your problem.
We did it.
That is your problem. It is not recommended. That is your problem. If you start getting phone calls or whatever you don't want, you put it out there. The state Grange is not going to do it. So
My
sorry,
numbers
your
are so
problem.
public. It doesn't matter.
No.
Mine's on 4 or 5 other organizations.
and
His are
that's-
former council and also.
And that's your choice. But if I have somebody calling me saying, I want John Michael's information, I can't provide it unless you have told me I can. So when a Grange has that public phone number and they have that public email, I can go, here's how you get in touch with them without making 4 or 5 phone calls. But I have privacy laws in California are very strict and I have to protect them.
So that brings up a huge, because it's my cell phone on the page. So because we don't have a phone.
Get a Google Voice number and you can have that ring to whomever you want it to.
Okay.
You said a Google Voice number? Okay.
And then it's protecting your information.
So since we're on that, if you Google our Grange, it says closed. How do you get that redone?
You have to notify Google that it is now open.
Okay.
And so there are steps to do that.
Great.
Google how to do it through Google. Sorry.
It's not a simple one either. I had to do it for 2 other groups, including the food bank I run, because we moved locations a few years back. And 3 years later, they are still refusing to take down our update, the one that was auto-generated. So I had to go make another one, and now they're competing with each other. Yeah. And I found another one from 10 years ago for our food bank too, and still waiting for it to be taken down.
Well, they so kindly changed it from the guild to the Grange.
Right.
After the fact. So,
but anyway, there's a way to do it. There's a system to do it. And sometimes you just have to be very
diligent,
bold with them and diligent and just stay on them until you can get somebody who fixes it.
Okay.
As I explained it to somebody one time, there is somebody that knows what box to check, and that's the person I want to talk to. So they finally got me there, but that can be done. But we would really like Granges to have those public emails, those public phone numbers, so that we're not exposing anybody's private information.
Yeah, we're BC Grange 95916 at Gmail. So no person.
Question, does it cost for the Google Voice number?
Typically, it does not. If you set it up as a business one, I think there's a fee, but I don't know what they are anymore. But do the free ones as much as possible, but protect your privacy. That's what we're recommending, is best practices to do that.
What's the downside of marking privacy yes on every member gained?
Nothing. If all the members want privacy, that's fine.
Okay.
This means it's not going to publish in our roster. That data will not be there. I would just have to, and the roster that we use is in-house for, say, Joseph and Susan, myself, the field representatives and the state officers. And it's so that, you know, if we're out traveling around and say, hey, we're going to go by such and such a Grange tomorrow night, I see they have a meeting, I want to call somebody and, you know, make sure it's going, or what can I bring? That's what it's for, more than anything else.
Okay.
But privacy is privacy, and we respect that.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop sharing this for you really quick. That's pretty straightforward on how that works. Just getting us the information. One of the biggest issues that I have, and this is a pet peeve, I love all of you, and I know you do your very best, but what's really hard is when you send in a quarterly report where you've added 3 people and you've dropped 3 people, but you didn't tell me who. I don't have that other page of who is it. And so you're going to get a love note from me that says, help, I really need this, because it gets very confusing. But I want to give you a sneak peek at the reports that you will get coming back. And we're very fortunate with the database that we have, because the
Where are you going, buddy?
Grange business logic is different than other business logic. And when Bill wrote this, he made it with Grange business logic. And so it follows the National Grange Digest and all the different requirements. But I want to show you these reports. So, okay, Central Union isn't here, but I want to show you what these look like. When you send in your quarterly report to me, I process it through the database, and then what you get back is, let's see, let me share again.
Question, I was just looking back through my emails and I don't see a Q1 report sent back at all. Does that mean something happened for Greenhorn?
For 2026?
Yeah, the Q1
It means
2026
that
report.
it means that I haven't finished everybody yet.
Okay. I didn't know because the treasurer just told me yesterday that she sent one check and it got sent back because it had a wrong check number on it and all this other stuff. So I just
I don't
thought
know.
after that, looking at my email, I thought I'd ask while we're going over it.
Yeah, no problem. I haven't gotten them all done yet. I know it's June and the quarters came in at the end of April. There has been so many new members and so many changes. I am behind.
That's good.
So I'm just making sure it wasn't a screw up on my hall's part.
Nope. I would let you know. No, there's just been a lot of reconciliation. I'm trying to make sure that everything is correct and done and the questions are answered. I have at least 5 emails out to different secretaries saying, you know, you have this many on your list and I have this many in the database. And please tell me who I'm supposed to drop because I've done everything that you have, but I still have too many people. So they're going through their records as well. So Terry?
Are we behind?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
We still don't have a secretary.
I will help you. No problem.
We still don't have a secretary. So hopefully we vote one in this time. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to figure it out. So
yeah, no, I will help walk you through the first ones.
Okay.
No problem. And it's nice to have more than one person in a Grange know what's going on.
Yeah.
We have longtime secretaries that have done it for a very long time, and then something happens. And, you know, maybe there's an illness, maybe they have to go out of state, and then nobody knows what to do. At the State Grange office, we call it the Mack truck theory. At any time, one of us could get hit by a Mack truck, and we want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. So, because there's only one of me, and there's only, you know, so our staff is 5, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that other people know what to do and how to do it. And so share this information. You're not going to be the secretary forever. I promise. And, you know, just share the knowledge, share the wealth. And one of the things, you know, Susan and I have been trying to go around and visit all the Granges. We haven't made it yet. We made a good dent, but we haven't made it to everybody. But we want more than one person to know how to do it. And so please invite more people to these. Just have them listen in. And there's no dumb questions ever. Ask them. Because if you're asking it, somebody else wants to ask it too.
So we can send this out to our membership if they're interested in attending?
Yeah, yes, definitely. And this is being recorded. I said it would be, and I will get it up on our YouTube channel tomorrow so that you can look at it and go back and refer to it if you have questions. Please, my State Grange number is a texting number as well as a phone call. So you can text me if you have a question, you can call me.
Okay.
I have visual voicemail, which is nice. So I can actually read the questions that you're asking me, and I am available to you as much as possible.
You have a big question in the chat, I think.
Okay. Let's see. World. Use it the same. Oh, how to connect with me later?
No, it's from Mary Frederick. Our application fee starts off there. It was about calculations and figuring numbers.
Oh, how totals, how to calculate these on the reports. Oh, how, okay. The math is already done internally. And so on any of the reports, the math is already being done. And it's been checked and double checked and triple checked and quadruple checked. So I don't know exactly. Oh, we don't track what the local Grange charges on top of your dues. I
think
have
she
the
was
ability to do
asking
that.
how you base what the numbers pop up on the reports for your end.
It comes from what you've already sent me. So if you sent Q1 in, then that's your beginning for Q2, and then you make your changes from there. So everything that I'm putting in comes from a Grange. And so your numbers and your member list, those numbers need to match, and they don't always match. So that's why I have to ask those questions. You know, we might be one off. What member isn't here? Who's missing?
I have a quick question, Lillian.
Hi, Shirley. Go ahead.
So when we were at the Pomona meeting at the end, I asked you how to the password for getting into the quick start so I could get my one member like uploaded and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I tried the Grange number. I tried my member number. Neither one of those worked.
On the quick start. Okay.
Is there something I'm doing wrong? I tried it just 172. I tried it 0172 in case, you know, ours is such an old number. And I tried my number, none of it worked.
So let me get in there and see if I can find it. I don't know. I will find it. I will fix it and I will let you know. Okay.
Just, I mean, I know we paid for everything. We should not be dropped.
No, that's fine. So this is where you're trying to add a single new member, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It says it's quick start.
Mhm.
I remember I did it like for a couple people last year, and that was great because the next time we had the report, we had their numbers and everything. It was like much
Yeah.
easier.
Let me find out what's happening then, because that shouldn't be a problem.
But if this is a way of me getting out of being secretary, hey, more power to you.
No, not happening.
Oh,
So the quick start form that she's talking about is it's this one. And you can enter, they've come in that night. You can go ahead and pull this up, enter all their information off their application, and then you should be able to, well, they're sent by email. Is this the one that you've been looking at, Shirley?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Send by email or print. Okay, I will look at this and see a better way to do it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's
I'm not
okay.
even seeing. Okay, I'll find it. I'll fix it. I'll let you know.
What, I can't tell Bill that, oh, darn.
Yeah.
I'm not secretary no more.
No, you're not getting out of it. Not yet.
and this was so the members didn't have to wait till the end of the quarter to receive information or anything. Is that correct?
Yes.
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 Right.
So it comes to me, there's an email that comes to me that says this has been submitted. And then I go ahead and add them to your Grange, get them on the email list, and so that they start getting information right away. And they're not waiting 3 or 4 months, because the quarter closes. So maybe they joined in January, the quarter closes in March, but nobody sends me anything till April. So that's 4 months that they're not getting any information. So we're trying to make sure that they can get it as quickly as possible. So would you all like me to send you the link to these quick forms so that you just have it?
Yes.
I'd rather do it and not put it in the chat. So I will send that out to everybody.
Okay.
The other version of this too, where it's just you click it and it brings it up and it does that little spinny wheel thing, kind of like the community service reports. Really like that, especially the 1 month where we had 15 people join.
Yeah.
I could go back and do it right then.
Yeah.
Though it's also a double-edged sword, because after one meeting we had 3 people join and we voted on them, swore them in, and then I entered the data that night on the fast track form. And then 2 of them dropped the next day.
Oh.
Because someone had convinced them to drop.
Oh my gosh.
It is a double-edged sword. You can get a little too trigger happy with entering new members.
But let me, I'll get this fixed. I'll send the link to everyone.
Lillian, somebody says they don't want to be a member. No, they're already a member. They don't want to be it was our secretary. She doesn't want to be a member anymore. I sent her the drop form thing that was there and never got anything back. So then when it comes for do we just wait till it comes for her to renew and then drop her automatic? How do we do that?
Did she send you an email?
Sorta. a Facebook.
Okay, it's in writing.
Okay, so we can drop her?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm. So,
They'll drop and they refuse to fill out the form.
Yes.
well, and that happens. So, again, common sense is a big thing. So, we've been going at this for almost an hour and a half, and sorry about that. Any other questions right now? Mary? Mary, go ahead.
Oh, yes. We had talked at the Empowered workshop that we had about the password, and we've never received that. I don't think either the secretary or the president got the password this year, and I think we're still waiting.
Okay, they were sent out by email, so I will make sure that your Grange gets that, okay?
Thank you.
A password?
There's an annual password that changes every year.
I think we need it.
You do.
Okay.
Joseph should have given it to you, but you probably don't remember. So,
Okay.
but we will get that to you. And
Is
then
there a
Nancy-
way for secretary to do that without the president? Because we got ours, but every time I try to get our president to sit down for his half so we can do it, he finds some reason to flake. Okay.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
So Nancy,
Well, good
did
thing
you have a
everyone has their
question?
membership cards.
Exactly.
Oh.
So I thought I saw Nancy and Susie that had questions. So Nancy,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Previous year, we had more members, or we had certain members who did not sign up this year.
Mhm.
Do those individuals as dropped?
Yes. Yes, report them as dropped. And then
Okay.
if they do decide to join, you can add them as reinstated.
Okay,
Okay.
good,
Yeah, well,
thank you.
what we do is the members lost. It's on our quarterly form.
Right. You put them on the members lost, you list their names there, and then you put the number that are lost on the quarterly report.
Okay.
And then Susie, you had a question?
Yes. We're having no communication between our president and secretary. So, and we've had a pro tem secretary since January.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's a problem here when those reports are being verified
Okay.
by email, but I'll have to check the email. I don't think we sent in a new officer list
No.
to you.
I should have said I also send it to the president and the secretary at the same time, just to alleviate communication issues. So I will make sure that
Thank you so much.
president is on that one.
And also, I remembered what I was going to ask about the Junior Grange.
Mhm.
And going through old files, our Grange has a Junior Grange, or at least we did when the other generation was in there. So that's not a number anymore. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
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 Anything else?
So yeah, Lillian?
Yes.
When is so second quarter report is through the end of June and it's due in July, is that correct?
Due July 31st. You can send it
July
anytime.
31st.
If you only have
Okay.
one meeting in June, you can go ahead and send it anytime.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question kind of off topic. I have a question that I need to do for the grant. Is Joseph the only one that can help me with that?
Probably at this point. Or you can call me tomorrow. Okay.
I have one more question.
Yeah, Susie.
So we used to, when we entered things in the fair, we listed it under Rosedale Junior Grange number, whatever it was. But now what do we put it under?
It's under Rosedale Grange, or it's under, yeah, your Grange.
Okay.
Yeah, it's under Rosedale.
You were right. You remember.
Sorry. Wait a minute.
Yes. Oh, okay. So
No,
we just
so
don't.
They
Okay.
don't use the Junior Grange number anymore. It is the Community Grange's name and number that everything is done under. So it is the Junior 1+ is actually a classification, just like Fraternal, Gold Chief, Associate.
Okay.
It's a Junior 1+ is a classification of membership.
Okay.
So no longer its own separate organization.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate everyone being here tonight. I appreciate your time. And if you have questions, please let me know and I will help you work them out. Okay. So we're going to do this again next week. We're going to do talking about minutes and record keeping and how we do that and what we need to keep and what we don't need to keep. And I know many Granges have cupboards full of stuff that they just don't know what to do with. So join us next time.
Thank you, Lillian.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Lillian.
Have a good night.